Do you have this struggle? Do you struggle with getting people interested in your products or getting people to buy your products? Let us know if you can relate to that. Maybe you've had the feeling like I show up on social media, I'm doing all the things, I'm making the posts, I'm doing the hard work, and nobody's buying from me. I can't get people interested in my products. I'm, making the posts, I'm trying to add value, I'm trying to build relationships, and just nobody's buying for you. Let me know if you can relate to any of that. And Lisa Karen here. I'm gonna add Tash Blum, and we will get this video started. This is gonna be some real talk for you today on a Friday.
And Tash Blum here. Hello,
All right.
hello.
There we go. I feel short.
So, yeah, the struggle. I know. How did I get so much taller this time? Like we just did a video earlier, and I don't know. How did that happen?
And say
I'm
hello
like,
as you're hopping on. Let us know you're out there. This video is public, so you can pass it along to your friends. Let them know
watch
about
party,
this.
watch party.
Yes, and if you do start a watch party, pop a watch party in the comments so we can thank you, because a watch party, your friends can watch along with you. And we actually just put up a question on our business page, and we asked, what was your biggest struggle on social media? And there was a couple that really stood out, and this is one of them, where a lot of ladies feeling like I just can't seem to get people interested in my products. I can't get people to buy products. They're starting to feel frustrated, maybe a little resentful that they're putting all this time in and they don't really have something to show for it that they feel is worth their time and effort, right? So let us know if you can relate to this feeling, and we're going to talk about this. Get ready for some real talk, because we're just laying it out on the line, some real talk here.
We're getting ready for some real talk. We're going to tell ya. Yeah, we're going to talk this. Yeah, but the struggle is real. Yeah, we've got a lot of comments of ladies who, get frustrated and start to even feel resentment because, they're posting and posting. I'm sorry, I'm trying to deal with my lighting while we're talking. It's like it's different now from when we were on earlier. So weird how that changes. So anyway, who kind of who can relate to that feeling of like,
And we're human, ladies, so don't feel bad if you feel that, but we're going to talk about it. And it could just be a few little reasons that this could be a struggle for you. And good news, we can always make a shift, a plot twist, and change how things are working out in our favor. And for those of you who don't know us, I am Lisa Karen.
Tash Blum.
And we are the founders of the Boss Beauties Academy, where we help women, entrepreneurs, create their presence, stand out, be seen and profitable on social media. And hello, Debbie. Hello, Candy, Sharon. Good to see you, ladies. Let us know you're out there. Let us know where you're coming in from. I'd love to know where in the world you're watching from. I am in Kitchener, Ontario, near Toronto, and the sun is shining in Canada. Woohoo!
Yes, yes. You know who you are today. Yeah, exactly. So, who am I?
So we're going to get you thinking today. We're going to get you thinking today, all right? So let's start with this, all right? First thought is, when you are on social media and you represent products, you're selling something, when you are on social media, you are building a personal brand, okay? This is why people buy from you. It is because of you, all right? So you have to be showing up to build your brand, to build your name, right? You have to start building your influence, right? You are not a big box store. And this is where I think a lot of us can go wrong, where we get that typical mindset of, and that's what we've been programmed and conditioned. You see these big stores and they market and sell their sales and their products, but it works for them because they're a big box store with professional advertisers and marketers and budgets to create ads and all of that. Ladies, we are not big box stores because we're not Sephora, we're not Nike, we're not Home Depot. We can't just show up and have our products out for, here's our catalog, our menu of products like a big box store. Because if that was the case, guess what? People are just going to go to the big box stores. They're not going to buy from you a personal brand.
There's a difference here, and that's where I think we kind of get messed up. We feel, well, I sell these products. All I need to do is I'm going to post them up and then they're just going to say, okay, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that, I'll take that. And it just doesn't work that way. And so there's a lot of frustration and a lot of resentment, a lot of time that we waste by doing these things, right? And the feelings that come with them when we're not getting the reactions that we want from others, it can be debilitating to our business and to our mental stability, right? Because we get a little crazy about this, right? We have to have the proper mindset, and that's really what it boils down to.
Right.
It really boils down to your mindset on this, and we can't stress this enough. We can't stress this enough. So we definitely want to encourage you to invite other ladies to come join us live in this. By the way, this is a public broadcast, so you can tell others, you can invite them in to come and join us, because this is a really tough conversation for many. Like Lisa said at the beginning, we posted this on our business page as a question, and we saw so many women who are struggling with this. So we felt that it was really a good conversation for us to come have, so that we can talk about what the reality is behind here. And the reality is, like Lisa said, is that you have to grow your brand. You have to grow that know, like, and trust. People need to say, and it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen. They say that it takes about 6 months on average for somebody,
if not more,
to
for a lot of people too. And and that's really, this is all about the mindset going into this. Are you just selling products, and are you just doing these things that you are told to do because you just want to sell products? Because if you're a personal brand and that's how you're approaching it with the mindset, it's going to continue to be a struggle. Ginger makes a good point here, and she says the big thing she hears some of her partners say is Sally does it that way. And Sally has 25,000 followers and everyone shares her video. Sally has influence. Sally has an audience.
Right.
Sally can do that. If you're not Sally, you can't do that. It's not going to work. And before we move on, you got to stick with us. We got some really good thoughts. We're going to dive into this real talk. I just want to say really quick that we are having a free brand new challenge. It is our Facebook Stories Challenge. We start on June 2nd. 5-day challenge, brand new. It is going to be amazing. If you need help using this feature, Facebook Stories, which is moving forward going to be the new news feed, you need to be doing it. You need to be using it right. There's a massive opportunity. You're going to want to be in that challenge. And if you are not yet in there, pop a challenge in the comments. We'll get you the link to join us. Again, it's free. You can invite your friends, your teammates. It's going to be awesome. We have a $50 Amazon giveaway for those of you who are sharing it with your friends. So whoever invites the most people, we've got some other giveaways. It's going to be awesome. Just pop a challenge in the comments.
Yes. Okay, so I saw a good question really quick from somebody before we move on so that we can have some clarity here. She asked, Debbie wanted to know, what do we mean when we're referring to personal brand? Which that is something that I think a lot of us are confused on, and a lot of people don't understand what it means to have. Now, if you are in business, no matter what business it's in, here's the thing, even if you don't have a business, every single one of us has a personal brand.
Whether you know it or not.
Every single one of us, yes. Every single one of us are known for something. We have we have a reputation. It's what people, when they see you and they think of you, some kind of an image and thought comes to mind. That is your personal brand. Okay? So that is what we're referring to when we are talking about a personal brand. You have to be thinking in terms of how can this personal brand of mine serve others? How can I use it to be a value and a servant to others? And you can actually, you have the ability to mold your brand into whatever it is that you are desiring. Okay, so you can mold this brand. You can decide, you get to create what it is. So if you've already created some type of a reputation for yourself, some type of a brand, it doesn't mean that you can't evolve that into something else. Okay, so your personal brand is you. And when we're talking about business, we're not talking about the company that you're affiliated with. That is not your brand. Okay,
your products aren't your brand.
No, they're not your brand. And so that's what you got to kind of get out of your mind. It's like, because we all think, okay, well, I'm selling these, these widgets, and so my company is
selling widgets, by the way.
Widgets? Have you sell widgets? What kind of widgets you selling? So maybe your company you're affiliated with is the master widgets, the master widget, right? And but you're not the master widget. You are Lisa selling some widgets, but that's not who Lisa's not the widget. She's Lisa. So what kind of value can Lisa bring to us that's going to show me first of all that, well, gosh, Lisa knows what she's talking about. Like, I don't know, the information she's giving me is like something that is really making sense. And I think I want to come back and visit Lisa some more to hear more about the stuff she's talking about, because it's like it's resonating with me, and she gave me some really good ideas. Some really good ideas that I think that I could use in my life. So I'm going to keep coming back. And as I keep coming back, eventually I'm going to say, okay, Lisa she really cares about me. She really cares about me. She understands me. She knows me. And I think I'm ready to buy some of those widgets she keeps mentioning. I see her using them. It looks like it's making her life a little bit easier. I like easy. I really trust her now. And, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy some of those widgets from Lisa. That's how it works. Okay. It's not just Lisa. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that is exactly why brands like Sephora, for example, they find people who have influence, who have an audience, and they get them to share their products because people know them, like them, trust them, and they have influence over their audience. All right. So it doesn't necessarily mean you have to have 25,000 followers, but if you have 1,000 followers, 5,000 followers, and they are engaged and they interact with your stuff and they know, like, and trust you, they share your stuff, they listen to what you tell them, you have influence over them. Why do you think big box brands gets people who have influence to share their stuff? Right?
Exactly.
So ladies, you're not a big box brand. Plain and simple, you are a personal brand, so you have to start thinking in that mindset. But I'm going to tell you where some of us go wrong here. We are Susie from Oklahoma, small town girl, there's no brand, there's no name, there's no influence. You're on Facebook and you have 300 friends who are your friends and family, and you show up to sell your thing. It's not going to work, all right? So you have to think about it. If we use the example of somebody who decides, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be an Instagram influencer, their mindset is, I'm going to show up, I'm going to build my YouTube channel, I'm going to build my Instagram around this thing. It might be fashion, it might be hair, it might be makeup, it might be health. And their primary goal is to help people, to share the love of their thing, to build their name, to build their audience. So they're a YouTuber with, 5,000, people that follow their YouTube channel or whatever. And then they sell a thing. They build their audience, build their influence, and sell their thing. So a lot of us struggle because we show up, no influence, no brand, no name. We're not adding any value. We're not building that trust. And then we want to sell the thing.
Yep. You got to build that trust. You got to build that, and you got to build that audience. And,
it takes time. And that's what the truth is it takes time. It takes work. And you have to be in it for the right reasons, because if the reason is just to sell the product to make some quick cash, you are going to be somebody who resents this process because you didn't want this process. You just wanted some money. And then now we're in this cycle of, oh my God, I cannot sell these things. And I'm posting. And then maybe you are like, yeah, I do need to do it differently. I need to add value, but you resent the process. You resent the time that you have to create content, the time that it goes into building relationships, because you truly don't want that. And that's okay if you don't truly want that, but you might not be in the right thing for you then. If you truly don't want to be doing the things that are part of building a brand on social media.
So very true. So very true. So it definitely takes, and here the goal is you need to get to a point in your business where you are getting friend requests daily from people that you have no idea who they are. But because of the skills and the value that you're bringing, they are seeing your stuff, they're noticing you, and they're like, okay, I need to come in contact with this person. I need to follow this person. I need to know them better. And that's when you get to a point when that starts to happen, everything changes. And it's like, that's when the growth really happens. So until that happens, you got to be doing all of the things that lead to that. And it takes time, ladies. It takes time. It takes time and it takes consistency. We see so many people struggling with consistency. Consistency is very key here. You need to be consistently bringing, when we're talking about showing up, yes, but even more so bringing value, consistently bringing value to people's lives and offering things to them that's going to help make their life richer. You know what I mean by richer? Greater, uh, happier, more lovely. You got to be able to inspire them to bigger and better things and to be bigger and better. And so that's why, a lot of just showing up and posting, you know, um, products and expecting for people to say, I want that is a fallacy. It's just not going to happen like that, and it's just not the way it works, ladies. It's just not. So, we just want to have this talk, this conversation, because the only way that it's going to change is if you make that shift, that mind shift, and say, okay, I am in this because I want to serve. I want to bring value. I want to,
Build my
you know,
name, right? You
build
want to
my
make a name
rep.
for yourself.
Yeah,
So
you
you
want
want
to
a
make it
brand.
exactly right. And so it's a shift. It's a definite shift. It's not just I'm here to sell. You know what? If you just want to sell products, go to Sephora and work at Sephora. Then people walk in and they are there for that. Okay, they came to Sephora to buy that. They're there for makeup. Or they walk into Whole Foods because they are there to buy specifically healthy, organic Whole Foods, right? So you got to think about this. People are not hopping onto social media to buy your products. This is not happening like that, right? So, I mean, if you have a website and you're driving people to your website and it's a store, they're coming to there to buy stuff. That's great. But social media is a whole different ball game.
And that's the truth. So, really, ladies, it boils down to one, you are a brand on social media and you have to get in that mindset and you got to be in it for the right reasons. If there is
Yeah.
any part of your mind that hates what you're doing, resents having to create content or make friends and network, you're going to continue to struggle. And that's okay. You just have to get real and honest with yourself. Is this the thing I want to do? And we had one of our academy members who was in one particular business, represented a personal products, and decided, you know what? I'm just not really passionate about these. I'm really passionate about this topic. And that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. You might start something because you know what? Maybe you did see an opportunity. Yeah, I could make some money. But as you got into it, you're like, you know what? That's just not my thing. I'm just not passionate about it. I'm just not excited to talk about it every day or share it or whatever. And that's okay. And just because,
Yes.
too, like for example, maybe you represent skincare. Just because you represent skincare doesn't mean you have to be all things skincare. It can mean
Yeah.
that, totally can mean that. That could be your total passion. But I'll give you an example. I found this Instagram page, and it was a woman who was like 50 something, and she
Oh, I
represented
love
a
her. Yeah.
skincare product. She had a great following, like 10, 15,000.
Yeah.
And you could see a beautiful brand. And her brand was aging gracefully and naturally. And she shared health and fitness and her fashion. And it was all about being this hot 50 something year old, kind of like, I can age how I want to. And I loved it. But she represented a skincare company that probably helped her glowing skin. And she sprinkled it in here and there. But the gist of her page was her personal brand. It was what she
Yes.
wanted to share with the world, what she wanted people to think of her when they come to her Instagram page and go, oh my God, she's an inspiration. Like, oh my God, she's a hot 50 something year old. I want to, age like that and, wear those things. And, you could see the brand, and that was her passion. But she had these
Total
awesome
brand.
skincare products that she sprinkled in, but she had a following and people,
Sprinkled in.
it wasn't all the time.
Sprinkled in.
You could
If
just
you look at
barely
her
see
stuff,
it.
yes. She does it really good. I like her a lot. Yeah, and that's really basically what it is. You've got to, and every one of you can do it. Every one of you have
Yes,
the
and that's what it
potential to
is.
do it. it's just basically, you know, learning how, of
And
course, learning the
deciding,
skills
do you
and
want to
making
do
that
it?
shift. Yeah, exactly. So, and I know there's a lot of you out there that are saying, okay, well, I'm doing all these things. I'm listening to you guys. I'm doing, you know, I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm still, you know, I'm still not getting anything. And it's frustrating and I'm getting tired of this. And, you know, when is it going to happen? Well, really quick, back up a little bit, because that that perspective as well is going to, that's a mindset issue right there as well. So, you know, wow, I am doing all these things and I am changing and I am evolving and my brand is growing and I'm bringing value to people's lives and I'm serving people. And I can see that, you know, that this, people are starting to just, you know, notice that I am bringing value to their lives, and focus on the positive, right? Focus on the good things, you know, focus on what is right. Because when you do that, more of those things are going to show up in your life. If you are looking, it's all about how we're looking at things. So if you're going to be looking at things in that negative light and you know, where's my results? Well, guess what? That's lack, and you're going to keep attracting that into your life. No, you got to have a shift, a mindset shift there. And you've got to think, wow, the results that are coming my way.
Yes, that's it. It's
Oh
coming. You're
my
planting
goodness.
seeds, you're going to harvest. But I will say, ladies, if any of you are like, oh my God, that is me, don't feel bad, okay? We're
Yeah.
human. It's easy to do these things. Just recognize the pattern and make a conscious effort to make a shift, all right? It's all good. We've all had those, you know, those thoughts, or we get stuck, right? We all do. No matter what level you're at, you get stuck somewhere up in here. It is really a mindset thing. And I will say, though, deep down inside, you need to be in love with what you sell. I don't care what it is you
Yeah.
sell. You
Yeah.
need to be
Yeah.
in love with it. You
You have to
need to want
believe.
to share it with people, because if you don't, that is a reason why you're struggling. You have to be loud and
Yes.
proud inside. Like, I am so in love with what I do, that you feel guilty that you don't share it with somebody. Like, it's that good, right? Are you in love with what you
Yep.
do?
Oh, good one. Such a good question right there to ask yourself.
And if you're
So
not, it's
we,
okay, but you might need to do some soul searching.
yeah, yeah. Either find a way to fall in love with it, or maybe
And
it's
sometimes
time
it's
to
education.
pivot.
You know, it's a lack of
Yes.
education. You just don't know enough about these products, this opportunity, this industry, and you just need to educate yourself more. That is one main reason. You just need to learn more, and that's okay. Take the time. Sometimes it's like, I'm in the wrong thing. That's okay, right? It's a
Yeah.
journey here.
Right. It's exactly right. That's exactly right. So, with that said, we just want to encourage you all, just encourage you all to just look at your business and in a new light, those of you who are struggling, and look at it as something that is just amazing and wonderful, and and create some affirmations for yourself that everything is always working out for me. All things good are coming my way. My business is flourishing and growing, and you know, and start focusing on creating that brand that is going to inspire others
Mm-hmm.
to come and follow you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, one more time about our challenge. We do have a free challenge coming up starting on June 2nd. We invite you to come in. We've got prizes, lots of great things happening. It's on stories. So, and I mean, you know, stories are really important, and we're going to help you with the content on stories, and we're going to have some learning and lots of fun. So we really want to invite you. And I just want to throw in a little plug here, a little plug. We have something really new and exciting coming. We have something really new and exciting coming that we will be launching soon. And it's going to be something that's going to help make a lot of your lives easier. So that's
What
all I'm
could
going
it
to
be?
say.
It's exciting. And I want to touch on really quick, and if you want to join the challenge, pop a challenge in the comments. 5-day Facebook Stories Challenge. It's going to be awesome. But I just want to touch on this one thing really quick on consistency, because I've seen a few comments, and I just want to touch on that. If you're struggling with staying consistent, one, consistency is a habit, right? It's like we consistently do our habits. Like, I wake up every day, I brush my teeth, I put my contacts on, I put my makeup on. I don't have to remember to do it. It's a habit. All right. So these things that you're struggling with, they have to become a habit. And I'm going to
Yeah,
ask you this is,
so
you don't
true.
forget to go to work, do you? If you have a job, you don't forget to go to work, do you? No, you don't. So have you made the decision that this is your business, not your hobby? This is your business, and these are the things I have to do every single day. Because a lot of times consistency, you just haven't decided yet. Okay.
So true.
So make the decision,
So true.
and then it becomes a habit. And then you don't have to think about it anymore. Tash and I never forget to do the things because this is our business. We've decided, and we've decided how we're going to show up, and we don't have to think about it anymore. You know, we know
Yes.
exactly what we need to do. It's a habit and it's a decision. So if you're struggling with consistency, decide, what are you doing? What are you trying to accomplish here? Just like I decided I'm going to work out today. It's happening because I made the decision. So it's happening.
Making a decision. Yep.
All right.
You decide and you do it. That's
Boom.
right. All right.
On
awesome.
a Friday. Have a
On
good
a
weekend.
Friday. Yes. Have a free. For those of us in the U.S., it's our Memorial Day weekend. So yeah.
Happy holidays.
Everyone have an amazing weekend, and we love y'all, and we will see you. Don't forget our business page over on our business page, Monday through Thursday.
10 a.m. Eastern.
10 a.m. Eastern.
We are live.
And we will see you there. We are live.
And if you're not following our business page, it's The Boss Beauties, and pop a page in the comments, and we'll make sure you get over there if you're having trouble finding it. But we're there. All right. Bye.